Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where it's time for the final vlog from our May 2024 trip here to the USA. We're in New York at Rye Playland.
So this is our first ever visit at this park, so we cannot wait to get inside, and it is also home to a classic roller coaster called the Dragon.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I've seen some pictures of it and I've heard that it's a very good historic wooden roller coaster. Along with that, this park is also home to quite a lot of history, including a Derby Racer style attraction. Now there's only 3 of these in the world, one at Cedar Point, one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach back in the UK, and the 3rd one is here. So once we've done this, we'll have done all 3.
I'm so happy that we're going to have done them all.
Oh, I tell you what though, it's a beautiful location down here right by the beach. So we're going to start off just out here at the front before making our way into Playland Park. What a stunning location. We're actually about 45 minutes from Manhattan in New York, and of course in New York the state. And yeah, look at this, it is incredible, like with the beach, the water, these buildings around here. It's a very pretty location for a historic amusement park. When you turn around this way, here's a look over to the entrance. You got this big fountain package in the middle, all the historical buildings round at the side, and we paid to park $20 just around the corner there. But of course you are right down on the beach, so you can certainly make a day of it down here if you wanted to. We've got 4 hours in the park tonight. It closed at 9. We've just got here about 5 o'clock because of course we've been at Lake Compounce today in Connecticut. So check out that vlog from yesterday if you haven't already seen it. I tell you what though, first impressions, it's got a real nice feel about it here. Look at that ice skating, playland and game room just off to the right. And yeah, just beautiful. I love a good kind of seaside amusement park, and this is really giving off some good vibes this evening here. So we've got like 4 hours to make the most of it. I think it's quite a small park, and I don't think everything's going to be open yet. We found that with quite a lot of the parks actually, because they've just opened. I mean, yesterday was the first day of the season here, but yeah, we're going to make our way in. We've already booked our tickets online. It was about $30 booked online for a ticket. I think back in the day, this used to be a free-to-enter, pay-per-ride amusement park, but now it's a pay-one price park. As we go and make our way in just over here. Oh, it's a beautiful evening for it as well. Look at this entrance, very impressive, the main midway here. A National Historic Landmark just there as well. Back in 1987, really nice. Some beautiful architecture as we're walking down here. This park dates back to 1928. And yeah, these buildings here kind of remind me of those of Liseberg in Gothenburg, Sweden, just with the style of the architecture. Yeah, it's very pretty. Well, we're going to be starting off with a ride that I'm most excited for. One of only 3 Derby Racer attractions still operating in the world. And once we've been on this, we'll have done all 3. This has actually been operating at Playland Park since 1928. And it's in a gorgeous building as well. Look at all the details around at the side. You've got all the lights on there too. The question is this one going to race back and forwards or not? Wow, look at this. I tell you what, I love the building that it's in. Very, very unique how it's been designed there. I don't think the racing, which means of course out of the 3 that are left, the only one that races is Cedar Downs. A nice historic ride like this, and look what's next to it. Zamperla Volare. The good news is this is actually closed. I'm not complaining about that. It says it's closed for 2024 and something fun is coming in 2025. Derby Racer. What a piece of history. The Derby Racer, or as I say over here, the Derby Racer. We're off. I can't believe it. Like, this is the first one I've ever been able to film on as well. Fantastic. What's quite funny is with this, we've got some funny riding restrictions. Like you have to put your right foot on the top, your left foot in the stirrup, which really, they're saying that makes you more secure, but I feel like I could fall off like with this. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully we'll be all right. Woo. Yeah, they were telling us that we got to lean in as well. I don't feel as secure like this. We got to lean to the left. This one, really noisy. Makes me think it's got some different workings, this one, to the others. I enjoyed it though. Some very weird riding rules on that one. Well, there we go, we've done all 3 Derby Racer attractions around the world, and yeah, it was great to get on this one. I've got to say though, it was my least favourite, mainly because of the noise that it made, and also the very strange riding restrictions on there.
It was really uncomfortable, like you've got to lean to the side, you've got 1 foot down, 1 foot up, it was just a bit uncomfortable. Yeah,
I mean, it kind of took away my enjoyment of the ride a little bit there, because yeah, if, in my opinion, that's more unsafe. I mean, obviously they do it to try and stop you from falling off, but really, that made me nearly fall off more doing that.
Lean.
Like lean in, 1 foot, 1 foot down. But you know what? We went on it. At least we could take you along with the POV as well. But still a nice historical attraction, and I'm really pleased we got on it. That's the Derby Racer here at Playland Park. I tell you what, it's nice how we've been treated to an SPNO Volare before coming here. I did have a look on the roller coaster database, so I knew that this was shut. And yeah, I reckon it's going to be getting ripped out. I mean, it says something fun is coming. It's like they know that this ride is terrible, isn't it? It says Superflight is closed for the 2024 season, even though underneath you can see that it's said underneath 2023. There's something fun is to come in 2025. I think straight away you can tell that funds are quite low for this park. I mean, you know, the main entrance area there was beautiful coming in. That was really nice, and then down here it just feels a bit more generic. I mean, yeah, look at that, they've literally stuck a sticker over it there. So yeah, something fun was going to come this year, but I tell you what, that certainly isn't fun. The good thing is for us though, it is closed.
The best part is that we literally just stuck it on with the paper.
How fun is that? Oh, I'm so happy we got that though. I'd have been gutted if that was closed. Sadly, another one of the historical rides that I was looking forward to is out of action today, and that's the old mill, but we'll go and take a look at that outside a little bit later. We're going to do this wooden coaster first. So apparently yesterday was the first day of the season and the wooden coaster barely opened, so we want to make sure we get it. Well, I tell you what, it's so loud this part. There's like audio coming at you from everywhere, and it's blasted out as well. Luckily it's not very busy for us. It does mean that we're going to get everything that we want to, including the Dragon coaster. This opened 1 year after the park, 1929, and yeah, there's a massive dragon somewhere. I don't know if we can see it from off-ride. We'll wait until we get on-ride for this, but I think it could be further down towards the back. I'm loving these buildings though. I think it's a real mix, isn't it? Down by the Volare there, like the newer parts of the park don't really have any like charm to them at all. Well then these bits are lovely around here. How nice is this? Is this the queue entrance just here? I think it could be. Yeah, let's go and have our ride. It doesn't look too busy. I like this fence though. Not too sure how long this queue is going to be, but I reckon it's only on one train. Maybe it's only got one, I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, this used to be a paper ride amusement park, and you can tell this little building here used to be the ticket booth. Beautiful structure though, isn't it? I do like how, you know, all the buildings flow with each other as you're walking down into the park. Very nice. And all the little festoon lights on here as well. And there's the dragon just up there. I like how he's got wheels on. So yeah, we don't sit on the dragon, I don't think. We go through a tunnel through the dragon itself, so that's going to be quite cool. I've been waiting about 10 minutes so far, and the train is just rolling into the station here. Not the original trains that operate on this. These were built later by Morgan. Yeah, they look very comfortable. Pretty much like steel coaster trains on this. So yeah, it's going right. Looking forward to giving this a go and seeing how it is. And here we go. We got a dispatch on this nice old Woody. Oh, quite fast up the lift hill. So yeah, these trains are built by Morgan, obviously not the originals. Kind of feels like I'm riding one of them hypercoasters, the Morgan Hypers. Very fast actually up the lift. Oh, look at the scenery though, wow. It's in a very pretty location. Woo. Wow. Woo. Woo. Oh, what a location. I tell you what though, I can see a lot of closed rides. Oh, into the dragon's mouth. Into the mouth. Whoa. Pretty good actually. Woo! Are we gonna get any air time here? Oh. I'll let it off. It is nearly 100 years old. Good layout. Nice long ride there. Hey, oh God! Woo, watch your head. Woo. Woo. Oh, no manual braking. Oh, that's it. Look at that. Into the brakes. Oh, that was really good. I enjoyed that. Well, you just joined us for a front row ride there on the classic Dragon Coaster. You know me, I love a good old school Woody, and I thought that was great. I really enjoyed it.
That was such good fun. It had a really good layout to it, and my favourite part was going into the dragon's mouth because it was all dark.
The tunnel was definitely the highlight on there. There were some really nice drops, and also the views as well. I mean, it's in a gorgeous location, this park. Looking out over the water, I thought was fantastic. I wasn't expecting the views to be that good. I knew this park was down by the water, but it's gorgeous around here. It really is. And especially on such a nice evening. But the coaster was very smooth, it had a good long layout to it. The trains as well were very comfortable.
As much as they're not classic wooden roller coaster trains, they were really comfortable, which is great.
And that's the main thing, isn't it? As much as I like the classic look, you know, the trains were very comfortable, and that's the main thing on there. We waited about 10 minutes, and overall it was good fun ride. I enjoyed it. There were some good near miss elements as well. I'm quite tall, so when we were going down some of them drops, like you're really close to the wooden supports, which I thought was fantastic. I tell you what though, this park really has seen better days in the past by the looks of it. There's so many rides that are closed, and just overall like the look of the park, especially down this back end here. Wait until you see this. The presentation of the Dragon Coaster and Derby Racer and the overall entrance is fantastic. When you come down here, it's what looks like a second entrance, or at least used to be in the past. It really isn't looking good down here. I mean, look at this tower, kind of Art Deco style going on. And yeah, one of the coasters that we were hoping to get is closed over here at the moment. I don't think this is going to open anytime soon. Literally look at it, the whole thing. The sign is just closed up. Oh, it's closed, guys.
The worst part is we haven't even put a sign out the front to tell people it's closed. Like, we know it's closed, but there's no sign.
No, well, the sign's been covered up.
It's just been covered up. Nothing to see here.
Yeah,
to see.
These want to ride it. Yeah, sorry, it's closed. I mean, this is Zamperla Wild Mouse, so I was quite looking forward to giving this a go, because normally the Maurer or Mack rides, aren't they? But yeah, there you go. The cars are cute, aren't they? Got a big tail on the back. Obviously this hasn't operated yet this season, The season did only start yesterday, but yeah, look at this. Some of the TLC down here at the side. Worth pointing out that this park is actually owned by the state as well, like the local government round here, and really that's never a good sign for owning a park normally. When it's, you know, when it's not privately owned or as part of a bigger company, I really don't think they probably know what they're doing here in terms of, you know, presentation. It's a real shame. Look at the locker area just over here, like literally, lockers all stacked up, like, wow. Like, very strange place this. And the building's beautiful as well, like, look at that, and it's got a stage out the front. Like, it's got so much potential, this place, it really has. Well, there's 2 dark rides here, I believe. One of them's closed, and that's a classic that we're not going to be getting. However, Zombie Castle is open. I don't really know the history to it. Well, this ghost train, the ride system looks really old. In fact, I think we're sitting on like a wooden bench. Looks like something that my dad built in his garage. Like, so yeah, we're going to go and give this thing a ride. Let's go, Zombie Castle. Tunes are pumping. Look at these! What a ride system! I think literally I could build something like this to go around the museum in the garden. How about that? This thing looks old and historic though, so I'm excited to ride it and see what it's going to be like. I don't know what's going to happen in here. Oh, there's all the power supply. Fuse boxes. Oh! Expected so far. Don't you just love going on a dark ride for the first time and not knowing what to expect? Oh! Oh, the track's bumpy, that's cool. I like how they're all just sound bites and then they cut off before they finish playing. Some good effects. I enjoyed that. It was quite edgy, a couple of minute long ride. That was way better than I was expecting. Well, there we go, we just did our ride on the ghost train. We're about to just come straight into our next attraction, the Hall of Mirrors, just to film this summary. Because yeah, it's so noisy out there, I can't hear anything. That was good though, wasn't it?
I was so scared. I get so scared in ghost trains, so I don't know what's going to happen next.
It was really edgy, like the effects in there were fantastic. And the one thing that let it down for me was the fact that obviously the sound kept cutting off at the end of the clip. But then also the lighting, it was like going to like a school disco, like with all the lighting. Yo, where's it coming from? Like all this spinning lighting. That could be a really good ghost train. You could literally spend $200 and make that so much better with some enhanced lighting and stuff. But no, it was good, like I enjoyed that. A couple of minutes long as well. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we just thought we'd come next door into Hall of Mirrors. It's so noisy, this part, and it's not like the same audio. Like it's different audio coming from everywhere. Well, yeah, it's interesting to come and see. This looks quite old and historical. I'm actually saying that with the ghost train. It did look like it had quite a bit of history to it, actually. Oh, where are we here? Oh, we're in Hall of Mirrors at the back. Oh, this is nice. It's like I'm in a Las Vegas casino or something. Down here at the back. There's Mirrors, and we are. Yeah, it was a good ghost train that. I liked how the floor was a bit bumpy. Did you notice that as well?
The section where it was going like this.
Yeah, that was good. You can't be going to a park though, can you, for the first time? Like even somewhere small like this, just not knowing what to expect.
We don't know what's around the corner.
It's the unknown, but yeah, the unknown.
It's the
unknown. I'm still laughing about that. Weeks on, well, months on probably now. Months on. Time flies when you keep on riding. Yeah, this looks quite old school. I like this. There's literally the old lights in there. Ooh.
Is that?
It's the unknown. Fantastic. There we go.
I love that.
This is the sort of park where a Wonka experience would fit right in. Yeah. That's the Hall of Mirrors. Back out to the disco. Got the music playing. I'm just over here. I just found out they got a whip. I didn't realise they had one of these here. It's got no sign at the top, but it's definitely a whip. Oh, I used to love the one of these at Blackpool. Let's go and ride. And here we go then, that's quite interesting. We all had to put our thumbs up to say we were ready before they dispatched the ride. Basically, we're ridos here now at Playland Park. Oh, I'll tell you what, this makes me miss the one at Pleasure Beach. So you know where the Dodgems is now? Just down by Revolution. That building used to have one of these in. Hey, so good. It was about this size as well. Hey, these are brilliant. A bit like the Lightning Skip, but it does it all for you. Hey. I did not realise he had one of these here. Whoa! Look at Charlotte getting whipped. Woo! Oh! Whoa! Blimey! Woo! It's good. Whey! I think Charlotte's got a dodgy wheel. I can see it squealing on the floor. Whoa! She's loving it. Whoa! Oh my god! This thing's wild. Whoa! Oh, I love this. It hasn't been toned down at all. Woo! End of the cycle. Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, that was probably one of the best ones of those I've ever done. How was your ride on there, Charlotte?
That was good fun, that was. I was getting proper bashed to the side, but it is a classic, the whip is.
Oh, I really enjoyed that. It's one of the best ones that I've ever done. Like,
I love a whip, they're so much fun.
Oh, there we go. Charlotte got whipped at Playland Park. And yeah, there's a look at the outside of the attraction. They didn't get that sign back up. Funny thing is with the sign, it's still lit up at the back just there. Is that what's going on there? It's like karaoke. The sign's still up, but the sign's actually missing. There goes the dragon again. Yeah, no, you can get up on that stage and start singing, I think.
It's just a bit audio overload. Yeah. Audio coming from it. Like, what is going on?
I mean, it's better than no audio, right? But yeah, look at this. All sorts happening. So yeah, basically this park has got this main midway down the middle and rides on both sides. So we're going to finish this side off first before we go over onto that side and have a look, because it looks like some of the newer rides are actually over on that side as well. So yeah, we'll head down this way. Some sort of entertainment going on. 24 minutes to showtime. That sounds interesting.
Oh, that's the man we saw whizzing across the car park with a suitcase who was on the stage.
Yeah, so when we were pulling in, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? Like,
I saw a man like on this rideable like sort of wheel thing, and he was zooming down the car park with a suitcase, and now he's on the stage.
They have them in the Europa Park parades, like coming down. Yeah, let's have a look down to the right. Now this is actually a dead end if you come down this pathway, but the buildings are beautiful, like really nicely painted up. It's probably given me Liseberg vibes with this. Of course, Liseberg is a gorgeous park and they've modernised it, but kept that historic charm. Yeah, like look at these buildings, like very pretty down here. Even things like the doors, like with the big sun on, very nice. And this, sadly, is closed. It's one of the rides that I was really looking forward to here. But you know what? We've done really well this trip for getting on everything that we wanted to. You know, I'd have been more gutted if we'd have missed like Top Thrill 2 or King of the Car. But still, I love old school rides. And this is the old mill just here. As much as it doesn't look in the best state out the front, I've heard this is a really good ride and it's very long. Now, earlier in the video, of course, we took you along for a POV on the Dragon Coaster. I don't know if you noticed, I've not actually said this to Charlotte yet either. Underneath the Dragon Coaster, there was like all these tunnels that were all there. Have you noticed them?
Oh, I didn't notice them. Was that for this?
Yeah, that's for the old mill. Yeah, so it's kind of all built underneath the coaster, like quite a big layout. But yeah, look at this, a real piece of history here at the park as well. Yeah, this was built in 1929, and then it was renovated between 1988 and 1989. What can we see of it just up here? I mean, this is, can we go up here and have a look? There we go. There's a little look at it, the old mill. Wow, so yeah, you can see there's doing a lot of work to it. Yeah, it's a shame that it's closed. Of course, the water will be coming around here, a little bit like river caves, you know, at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I mean, yeah, this, you can tell it's not really been well looked after down the front here, sadly, but still a National Historic Landmark. It's a shame to see it like this. You can certainly tell this park's days, better days, were in the past, but yeah, I was really excited to give this a go. There you go, you can see a bit of the trough just down there, and yeah, it goes right underneath the coast. I don't really know what the theming's like. It might be, you know, a bit like the one at Kennywood that had a lot of like theming put on, Garfield theming when I first did it, and then they renovated it back to something a bit more traditional. But yeah, obviously with this, you know, some of the theming looks a lot newer just on here. You can see just how long the ride would be though, because obviously there's like the evacuation plan route. Let me just zoom right in on that. You know me, I'll always spot these little things. There we go, so you can see the route. There's the station down the bottom left, so you can see just how long this would be. Quite a long ride. Oh, look at this. I'm thinking maybe that was the exit to the ride just down there. And this would be the entrance. Gnome City, the Waterworks, Crystal Mine, Troll City, and Point of No Returns. Yeah, it looks like where it would start, going down that way. The sad thing is, there's just no signs or anything out the front, like even explaining really like what's going on with this ride.
There's nothing on the website to say that it's closed. There's no signs out, like they haven't even wrote the queue line up.
Yeah.
People are going to end up going up the queue and then realise that it's closed. It's just really poor communication.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, you know, we've got common sense. Like, I saw it open to go and have a look, but I'm not going to start walking around through the trough, you know.
Some people might not realise that and start walking through.
Yeah, so it's a shame, but there we go, we're not getting this one. How weird though, like you look at all these buildings here, these are painted up, and then look at the game stall over there. It's just rotting. Completely rotten, all of that up there. Yeah, you can tell it's not in a good state, is it? Yeah, this part, there's the windmill that's at the top. Oh, it's a shame that's closed. Yeah, it's really strange, like down this part. Like it just feels like, you know, that side's all been refurbished. Like, they've done all the flooring and everything, and then on this side, it's just rotting and falling apart. You know, I guess things are gradual, but it's a seasonal part. Like they've had all winter. Yeah, really strange. Good to come and see it though. It's not somewhere that of course we rush back to. We may never come back here, you never know. Like, it's one of them, it kind of feels a bit like it's on its last legs walking around here, but hopefully not. We don't want to see any park close. Just over here you've got a Music Express, literally waiting for riders. It's that quiet tonight, and yeah, it's open through until 9 o'clock, so we've still got over a couple of hours to get everything that we want to. But yeah, let's look at the front. I tell you what, we made a good decision though, doing Lake Compounds today and then coming here. In our original itinerary, we were looking at being here for like the full day, so I'm glad that we swapped things around to get more in. This is beautiful though down here. I mean, look at the buildings. So nice. All the planting, and we'll kind of go down to the bottom because there's a ride that I really want to show you down here that we're not going to be able to go on being adults, but there's a great classic kiddie coaster down here, so we're going to have a look at that. We got on the Derby Racer though. It feels like it's filtering out, like, and this is why, you know, pay one price parks at the seaside resorts don't really work that well. You know, it should be free to enter, paper ride, or even, you know, you have to, so just to keep the trouble out, you know, you pay like £5 to come in and then you can redeem that on a ride. There we go, and let's look at the Ferris wheel. Unfortunately that is closed at the moment, but osprey nesting in their safety. There you go.
Birds nesting on the top of this Ferris wheel.
There you go, so that's why it's closed, but I mean, understandable, you can't really do much about that. Let's go and have a little look through this family area. Small little mushroom ride. By 9 o'clock this place is going to be deserted. Like when we came in there was still a few people about, but it's getting quiet. Can we see the osprey up there or not?
They're at the very top, I believe.
On the top somewhere. Oh, Caterpillar Jolly. I've done a couple of these in the past. Look at that. What an absolute classic that. See, it literally just spins round on this. What a great ride for the little ones. We'll get some footage of it in action in a minute. Now you all thought Blue Flyer was cute back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Look at this for a Junior Woody. That is amazing. Like, it just literally loops around this kids area around the back.
That's so cute.
That's one of the cutest rides I've ever seen.
So sweet.
Literally, like, if we ever have a child and we're in this area, I'd come in just to put them on that.
So adorable.
Like, that's amazing. Yeah, it just literally goes over this kids area down here. Mini Himalaya. Oh, there is. Look at the design of that as well. That is fantastic. You can literally go down to B&Q, get some wood and a bit of metal and build that. Like, how nice is that? This is a really good little kids area, actually. Crazy submarine just over there. Oh, what a nice little ride that. And there's the lift hill. It was worth coming in just to see it. It's got an airtime hill at the back. And then we got a few other spinning rides. Oh, it's a shame we can't ride it.
The mini scissors.
Oh, that's cute.
A mini whip.
Is there a mini whip?
Is that a mini whip?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Look at that.
Oh, you know what that's a bit like? The one at Adventure Island in Southend, but even smaller. Oh, this is really nice. Hey, what a great area for the kids.
So sweet.
We'll just get a bit more footage of this coaster coming round in a minute. They're loading it up. Here it comes. I'm going to get a bit more footage of it just round the corner for you now. Literally up the lift hill, comes round here. Oh, horn's going off. And there's an airtime hill over here. Look at this. Wait for it. It's coming. This actually opened back in 1928, so it's an old ride. That's one of the best things I've ever seen, that is. Like, oh, you know what the fun thing is with this coaster? Back when it opened nearly 100 years ago, it only cost $2,500 to build that ride. There you go. What the hell is going on over here? Look at this. I've never seen anything like it. A flat ride with a difference. Literally, it's a monkey holding this barrel and then it just wobbles round. Oh, shame that's for kids. Or is it for kids? Can we go on? I don't know. Jungle jamming just there.
Light stick with a maximum height and we're too big.
You just ruined my day. Look at this. The whole thing goes up on a beam. This kids area is better than anything else at the park. Like, this is fantastic down here. Loads of rides. Mini carousel just over here. This is impressive. Look at that. I never seen anything like it. Loads of kids rides all down this section. You got a little trucks ride just down here, and there is the Playland Express, which is a train, and I don't think it just goes around this area. It looks like it goes for a bit of a longer ride, but I don't know if it's open or not. I mean, the queue line's open. I'm not too sure.
It was open on all the other rides, but
it's true. I might just go and ask this member of staff.
Might be worth asking.
Because I'd like to ride this if it is open. I mean, we've paid our money. I'd like to ride it if we can. Oh, you just asked about the train, and much like most things, it is closed.
It's just so poor, like there's so much closed.
Yeah, there is. Like, it didn't really advertise any of these to be closed, but still, we got on the main bits that we wanted to. It's the last day of the trip, and you know what? The sun's shining. It's a nice evening. Well, I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to go and ask to see if I can ride the wooden coaster. As much as I've got a height stick, yeah, I thought, oh, there's no harm in asking. The restraints look quite roomy. From a safety point of view, I think I could have fit in, but they did say no.
The lady just called down and she was like, there's a bigger roller coaster down there.
But I thought, you know what? I may as well ask. Like, if I can fit in the restraint, you know. Well, there we go. Another attraction closed down there. Right then, that's it for on this side of the park then. We're going to head over onto the other side now, and I think there is another junior coaster. Hopefully we're going to be able to ride this one. And there's also a new ride for this year, so they are investing still here. Let's go and have a look at this. I'll tell you what a pretty location. This park has got so much potential. And here's a look at the new ride for this year, just over here. And I'll tell you what, the theming of this looks great. Like, what a fantastic themed ride. Like, you've got all the gondolas that look very colourful, some lighting on it, and then just in the middle there, you've got like a puppeteer, isn't it, I guess? Well, an actual puppet, not a puppeteer, puppet himself. Yeah, let's go and give this a go. What's the name of the ride? Jack the Puppeteer. Oh, there we go, he's a puppeteer. Even I look at the sign, so maybe this is the route the park's going down now. I mean, look at this, the queue line is well themed. You would think that this was in a different park, so maybe there is a future for this park. I mean, you'd think it's going to be completely different when you're looking at this. Yeah, what a nice looking ride. Let's go and join the queue. That's great. Right then, here we go. I tell you what, they've done a fantastic job with this. And I'm excited to see how this rides. Yeah, it's like an octopus ride really, but with a different theme. Look at the keys in the back of each one as well. There's Charlotte. Just me on this one. Some of these spinning rides don't sit well with Charlotte sometimes. I do like these kind of corridors that they've got running down through the park. Hey, I'm going to let the spin begin. This looks like a brand new ride to the park as well, in terms of, I don't think this has been relocated from somewhere else. So maybe there is a brighter future ahead. Maybe there's been a management change recently. You know, maybe the darker days were in the past, but then we're seeing some brighter changes moving forward. I'd like to hope so. Nice views though, it's a stunning location. And like we're 40 minutes out of Manhattan, New York. Like you wouldn't think it. It feels like you're in the middle of nowhere really, and just down by a beautiful beach. Hey. Hopefully we're going to be able to ride the other coaster. Alfie, it's a disappointing +1 at this park. And we're hoping to get 3. Obviously we never thought we'd get on the Woody, the smaller Woody, that's fine. But at least we got the Dragon. This ride's great. Whee. You got a little pop of air time as it goes over. Hey! Do really like these. Yeah, it's riding good, very smooth. This is what we need more of at Alton Towers, you know, some rides like this, obviously themed in. Imagine something like this at Alton Towers back in the UK, but with like themes of Dark Forest, with like all vines taking over. Or it could be some sort of monster in the forest. So much potential. Yeah, that was really good. That was great fun. I very much enjoyed that. And all this building all painted up here, it looks the part. Really hope there's a brighter future here. But yeah, that was great. I mean, I think you'd have been all right on that.
Oh, that looks absolutely great off-ride. They've done a really good job. I just hope that in the future the whole park matches how that looks.
Yeah, I really hope so. It's like even this bit, a little seating area, some festoon lights. You know, it's a work in progress, I think, you know.
Yeah, I'd like to hope so, because this looks great.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of room for expansion as well. Just gonna have a little look over here through this gate, because I think we'll get some nice views of the water and see what there is before we continue on down this side. Oh, is that a lawnmower, is it? What is it? Is it a lawnmower? I can't tell.
It was when I was sat over there.
Come on.
Chasing a member of staff.
Oh, really? I had a bit of a laugh. It's like a bit of a picnic area, I think, down here. Lots of expansion room. Maybe what would really help them here is building, you know, a big steel coaster like on the edge over here to draw people in. Because yeah, I think that's literally the outside of the park there. So you can walk along the front.
I know what, Sean, though, it's getting quiet.
It is getting quiet. I mean, what time are we on? Like, it's 7 minutes past 7. You know, in the evening, this park's open until 9 o'clock. It timed out good for us though. But yeah, this is really pretty. Very peaceful, looking out over the water there. There you go, so that's literally the outside of the park. Right there, I was just saying that, we're like 40 minutes away from Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's a completely different world. It's lovely. Well, the good news is we can ride this coaster over here. It's the Zamperla Junior coaster, owned back in 2001. It looks like they had a different colour scheme from RCDB, so I think this has been painted up and also probably landscaped for this year. It looks a bit barren in the photos I saw. See, I think all this planting is new. In fact, the tree in the middle is being held up, so that makes me think that's just been put in. Maybe the plan is here, for starting down the front and gradually working down, because these two rides next to each other, it's not even a different part, like even this, completely refurbished, painted up. I'm hoping that's the case, what's happening here. Maybe they're gradually working down and refurbishing these rides. But yeah, we're going to have a ride on this now, and as they're refurbishing, putting some new bits in. It's got so much potential. It is a lovely area for a park. There we go, there's a look at a photo from the roller coaster database, where you can see the coaster and the green building just behind. Looks completely different, doesn't it? So there's that green building. It's all being painted in. Done a very good job. Let's go and ride. There we go. Another one where we have to put our thumbs up. I like that actually. It's good to make sure everyone's comfortable, ready to go. And we're off on the family flyer. I think I've sat in the wrong seat here. I should be on the other side. Hey. Oh, it's all right. Hey. Hey, family flyer. I think it's, oh, 2-lap special. Way, oh. I think we got some sharp brakes coming up. Brace yourself, Charlotte. It's gonna be sharp, I think, this. Oh, blimey. That was a nice family coaster, apart from the sharp brakes there at the end, but still, it's looking really nice and fresh. Yeah, enjoyed getting on that. Something we have noticed on the rides, the fact they've actually put in what look to be new scanners. So maybe they are going to go for paper ride and offering wristbands, which would really just suit this park. So hopefully that's something that they do moving forward. I think with the location as well. We're going to have a ride on this carousel. It looks like another historic one this, so we may as well do it. We've got plenty of time. I like the building for this, being painted up. And there's actually some pictures of the rides on the side of the carousel too. Even some of this planting looks quite new. This side of the park is a lot nicer than the left side of the park, I know that. The Grand Carousel. What's that, you want some birdseed on it? Yeah. Begging you for birdseed. Let's go ride. This is nice. Look at the pictures on the outside. Playland. Oh, it's gorgeous. And here we go on the nice carousel. This opened in 1928 as well. There's Charlotte. Riding up. Nice organ as well. That's 2 traditional old school carousels we've been on today with wooden horses. These are so nice. The amount of detail and craftsmanship that went into all of these. And protected nicely as well in this building. You can see how it's got all the shutters round on the side to close it off on a night to protect this piece of history. And of course as well, it's in a very similar building to that of the Derby Racer opposite on the other side. Yeah, very nice. What a nice evening as well. We've still got 90 minutes to go until the park closes. And I can see a couple more closed rides, unfortunately, just around the corner. I don't think there'll be anybody left by 9 o'clock. Look at the detail on these horses though. Beautiful. Oh, the Grand Carousel was lovely. Very well looked after attraction as well. I do like how that's undercover to protect the piece of history. So here's a look over at the Dodgems. Another nice building for that one. Like the whole park, like with these buildings, is lovely. Like, I do really like these, and you can see the huge dragon mouth up there from this angle. That's a great photo actually. Over on this side, look at that. What a fantastic angle looking out, and with the fountain just there as well. Building for the bumper cars as well. Some nice paintings on the side. Let's have a look at this. Oh blimey, this looks massive. A couple of the bumpers up there as well. Let's have a look. Oh wow, look at the size of this. This is huge. This is the biggest bumper cars I've ever seen. Blimey, look at the size of that. Real classic as well. Hey, we were chatting with them earlier. Yeah, I think these date back to the 70s here at Playland Park. Look at the size of it. Then again, it all goes a bit weird around in this section. Just kind of opens up and you can see some more rides. Yeah, this is operating. Tornado in the middle. That's a spinning flat ride. And just round to the side, we can see a couple of old closed rides just here. Look at that. Not too sure what's going on with that. It looks like the seats have been took off. The sign's all covered up, so maybe that's not going to operate anymore. I'm not too sure. And then round here there's a couple of other flats as well, a bit hidden away. So you got Zamperla Disco, that's closed. And they got one of them flying contraptions there behind, you know, like the same seats as the Volare. Yeah, they got one of them at Pleasurewood Hills back in the UK. Yeah, look at this, just, you know, covered over. It's a park of two halves. There's parts of it that are lovely, and there's some other bits that just look abandoned. It's clear, you know, a cash injection is definitely needed here.
I think it's one of them, they shouldn't be charging full price when so much is closed and it's not even advertised.
Yeah, they need to go pay per ride. Like,
yeah, they do, because really people are paying for a wristband for riding.
Yeah.
And the majority of your rides are closed.
Yeah, like I'd say there's more than half the park.
I would say so.
Is closed today. Like, it's quite an extreme. So there's a couple of water rides down here right by the lake. So this is like a bigger kind of shoot the chute tidal wave style ride just down here. I think what I'd maybe focus on doing here as well, because these parts of the park just aren't that nice, look at bringing some of these flat rides closer to the main entrance area, relocating, like things like that, you know, bring it down, then they could just shut off this whole area, you know, just to try and make it look more appealing. I'm not too sure what's going on with this. Saying that, it does look like it's maybe being painted up at the side, I'm not too sure. I mean, obviously that's not been operating for a bit. Maybe it's a summer only attraction. We've found that with some of the parks. In fact, most parks we've done, all the water rides have been closed this trip. And there is another water ride, there's a log flume over there as well.
So close.
Yeah, that's shut. Let's go and have a look at that. And this is out on the perimeter of the park, just here as well. I mean, how beautiful is this location? Like, it's stunning. Looking out at the water just over there, the beach and this kind of boardwalk. That's the outside of the park, the other side of the fence. I don't know if you can hear it, but Mambo number 5's on just over there, and Charlotte's doing a nice little dance for us. Any other moves, or is that it? A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side.
There's just so many clothes rides.
Oh, grateful to be here though and come and see it at the end of the trip. Here we go. We just hold my phone for me a sec. I'm just going to show the map. So that, yeah, in terms of the water, obviously we're just there, not far out of New York, are we really? When you look, just down there. And basically we're looking out on this bit of water, and then if we come out you can see that literally goes straight into the Atlantic just over there. So yeah, quite interesting really in terms of where we are. If you follow that all the way out, you get back to the UK. Well, that's where we're flying to tomorrow, ready for Hyperia. Yes. And here's a look at the other water ride that they've got. So this is more of a traditional flume ride, Sawmill River. Just over here, the Fir and Pine Lumber Wholesalers. Nice station for that one. This doesn't look as abandoned, but of course it is closed today. Yeah, it looks like it's 2 drops on that just there. And then right next door, we got another beautifully landscaped area of the park. All the planting, looks like the trees have just been put in. And look at this. So we've seen a few of these crop up actually. There's one of these at Tripstrill, Wallaby Belgium, Liseberg, quite a few of these over in Europe now, and they've all got a very similar theme, and these are fantastic rides actually, so yeah, we may as well go and give this a go. It's walk on and we'll get on the next cycle. Very nice. It's even got a nice theme sign, the Old Wright Motorbike Factory. I don't know if this is new for this year or last year or what, but again, this looks absolutely brilliant. Oh, I've walked down the queue, it's shut. Where did we go? Oh, it must be around that way. Oh, there we go. See what I mean? They've got the scanners out the front. Yeah, it'd be great if they do go more paper ride here again, like it used to be. Let's go and give this a go. Look at this, all the themed lights and everything. I'm glad though this is the direction they're going down. I think there is a brighter future ahead.
We've got Sean on the ride over there. You might be thinking, why aren't I on the ride? Well, you're not allowed to leave your bags anywhere over there. They have to be well outside the ride area. That makes no sense whatsoever. We've got cameras, we've got our phones. Like, I'm not just gonna leave my bag all the way over there. So I said to Sean, you just go on and I'll hold the bags. Like, what a silly rule. I really don't understand that. We couldn't leave it anywhere there. We've had to leave them all the way outside the entrance. So Sean's gonna enjoy the ride.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a weird baggage rule, that, isn't it? But there we go, there's Charlotte off to the side. Sound effects. I'll wait off with the bags next if Charlotte wants to come on. Hey. And we're off. I'm sure normally you can control these yourself if you want to go up. But this one does it for you, I think. I'm not touching anything. Or am I? Oh no, I don't know. Ah, it's when you press the sound effect, right? I see. I'm sure on some of these you normally turn these. Turn the throttle. Ooh. Nice flats though, these. Maybe we'll come back to this park in like 10 years time and the whole thing will be very consistent and all nicely themed up. I hope so, and I wish them the best of luck with it, I really do. As long as they look after the older attractions. That Derby Racer, stunning. So I think we're going to give this S&S shot tower next to us a go next. You used to have one of those, if you remember, at Pleasure Island, Cleethorpes, back in the UK, a Hyper Blaster, and they're amazing they are, because you get so much airtime because they're so low. So we're going to go and give that a go now. I tell you what, it's one of the weirdest parks I've ever been to this, but you know, I'm glad that we came, especially for the classic rides and just to see it. But yeah, like you can't put your bag anywhere near the road, like what?
Surely they could just build a baggage hold that you can put your bags in. They can't just expect people to just chuck them way out the entrance.
As long as it's like at the side, away from the ride going round, like...
I just don't get that.
No, very strange. We want to go on the shot tower to see now. Where have I got to put my bag in the car park? Some very strange entertainment going on over there as well. It's a lovely evening. Right, let's go and give this a go. These are fantastic. They're so small. They got one of these at Silver Dollar City like this as well. Look how small they are. But literally, you get mega airtime on these at the top. I think this will be fantastic. On this side, you get views of the park. On the other side, views of the water. So I don't really mind where we go on this. Ready for it? Wait for the mega airtime. It's coming. Here we go. Whoa! I can feel it already. And there's the moon just over there as well. I can't believe it. This one's actually got a baggage hold. You can see our bags right there. Double shot. And we're ready on this beautiful evening. We've not got a view of the water, and we haven't got a view of the coaster either. We're facing this way. Well, this will be great. You get mega airtime on these. Remember these, Charlotte, these small ones. Literally, you feel like you're going to be ejected into space. Here we go. Ready? Hey! That was good. Let's have some more. Hey! The second one was better than the first. We got another. Oh, look at all the lights. It's so pretty. We did get a kind of nice view there. Oh, what a beautiful sky, and I enjoyed our ride there as well.
We got mega airtime, but the second launch was better than the first.
It was, fantastic. Yeah, launch up the tower, there we go. I enjoyed that a lot. Look at this, we've got a nice mobile kitchen just over here. We have noticed there's not really much food open at this park, so yeah, they've got some temporary food booths. Last part of the day then now, just under an hour to go until the park closes. I imagine this is one of them places that come 9 o'clock, literally it's just closed. Queues probably shut earlier, but luckily we've done everything we wanted to. Here we go, look right next door. Like you've got this building that looks like it's just been fully restored. I mean, there's nothing in there yet, but it's been kitted out. What an interesting place, you know, a really fascinating place to come and visit. I really hope, you know, for a bright future ahead. Yeah, shame we missed the show that was going on there. It looked very strange. Zombie Castle, you can see the dragon over there. And there's Catch a Wave just down here, a Miami Wave attraction. Like this looks like it's had a new queue line with a new fence, but it looks a bit generic there, doesn't it? Yeah, with the theme. I think we'll give that one a miss and prioritise doing the coaster again just down here in case it closes. There's a lake out there, a boathouse by the looks of it as well. And I think that's another entrance and exit. It looks like it, even though I think it's closed up now. Well, there you go, that's Ride Playland. What a place, like somewhere to come and visit, and you could easily do these in the same day. If you are in the area, of course we're not far from New York, if you're doing them parks, even like Great Adventure down in New Jersey, you can pick a good quiet day and bash out both of these in a day like we've done. And it's made it a great day for us because of course we've seen so much this whole weekend really. We've done 6 parks in 3 days and it's been fantastic. Like, I've really enjoyed it. There we go, he's all packing up, look. That's it. Yeah, I think we'll go for a sunset ride on the Dragon Coaster again. We may as well make the most of it. But yeah, like there's parts of the park what just look terrible right down the bottom there. And there's parts that look really nice. Hopefully it's one of them, the work in the way back through it all. At least I hope so anyway. Right then, we're down here now on the back of the Dragon Coaster. Let's see how it rides. Look at this. One of our final rides of the trip. And what an 11 days it's been. Woo! Wow, what a sky. tell you what, that ride's really good. I really enjoyed that. Oh, there you go, another awesome ride there on the Dragon Coaster, with all the pretty lights as well, and the sun going down here at Playland Park. And look at this, it looks gorgeous all lit up at night. Well, there's less than 30 minutes to go until the park closes, so we're just going to get our final rides in now. Then we'll do the bumper cars just over there. So I love the size of that. And we'll get a couple more shots of the park before we make our way out and wrap up our final vlog of the trip. Let's go and ride the bumper cars. Well, hey, we're off on the biggest bumper cars I think I've ever seen. There's Charlotte, number 17, just down here. We've got a lap bar restraint and over the shoulder seatbelt. Mine's fast. Hey, I'll give you a bit of a boost. Ooh, I like these though. Very old school. Let's go for 36. Oh. Hello. We got nice big bumpers around the edges. A little bit slower than I would have liked, but we can try and get number 10 now. Oh, hey. Oh no, I think Charlotte's out of action. What's going on? Charlotte is going very slow. I think a car's broke. Oh, one way only. Oh, Charlotte's out of action here in the middle. Oh no. Number 35 is breaking the rules. I think we'll try and catch him off guard down here. Nice artwork on the wall. Look how slow Charlotte's going. Oh. Oh, look at you. Whee. Oh, no, you got us stuck. Let's give Charlotte a push. Oh, maybe not. Oh, last night of the trip. Can't believe it. Here she is. Hey. Hello. Right, I'm just going to get a couple more shots of the park in the dark as we make our way out of Playland. Oh, that's it. Well, there we go. That brings to the end of our visits here to Playland Park in the USA, and also the end of our trip. Before we summarise everything that we've done over the past 11 days, I just want to talk about Playland Park. What an interesting place this has been. It's
very interesting. This park has got a lot of potential, so I'm hoping that as the years go by, they really bring it up to the standard as the new rides that they've brought in.
I've got to say, the highlight of the park for me is the gorgeous Art Deco architecture. It's incredible, and I can see why it's now listed on the Historic Register here in the US. It's beautiful, like this fountain out the front, all the buildings. That is my highlight here. The buildings, the lights are amazing. And then, of course, getting on the Derby Racer, that was good fun.
Oh, that was really good fun. It was a little bit awkward to sit on there, but it was great.
Oh, we did enjoy that. And then, of course, we got on the Dragon Coaster. That was better than expected, actually, as well, wasn't it? So it was good getting on there.
I really enjoyed that, going into the Dragon's Mouth.
Yeah, that was fantastic. There's some weird operations and some other weird kind of policies in place at this park, like the baggage thing we mentioned. It's got a very strange atmosphere in areas, but then a great atmosphere in others. It has been friendly though, like the staff have been pretty good here. And along with that, you know, half of the park looks great, half of the park doesn't. There's been a lot of closed rides here today, but my understanding is that, of course, you know, it's the start of the season, it's the second day. I think, you know, after kind of the end of May, Memorial Day, the parks open up more in the US, you know.
I'd like to hope so. It just needs to be advertised a bit more.
Definitely, but well worth coming here, a piece of history, and I've really enjoyed it here on Theme Park Worldwide. Who knows when we'll next come back here? Well, fingers crossed we'll see more investments. And then, of course, that brings us to the end of the trip. What an adventure it's been over the past 11 days. We've filmed 13 vlogs for you all here on the channel, and we've loved taking you all along in each and every one of you, haven't we, really?
We've had an amazing time.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. Of course, we're flying back to the UK tomorrow, ready for the opening of Hyperia, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster at Thorpe Park, and it's coming up next here on Theme Park Worldwide. But here from the USA, that leaves me one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. We'll see you back home.